shouldn't be watching no baddies if you don't know who Emmett Till is. You shouldn't.
I feel like all y'all should really shut the up. Don't nobody care who the Emmett Till is. How about that? Emmett Till is a SA victim. The girl was only 14. Bitch, don't. I want to publicly say that I am sorry about the things that I said and I was wrong.
So there used to be a point in time where I would hear things like this and I would see this as a shining moment to try to educate people. But, you know, there's no point in trying to educate dummies in order to educate people who just want to stay stupid, who don't want to pay attention to any type of direction or quote unquote leadership. Like I said, this is what I was pretty much talking about when it dealt with the last live stream that I did. How it is that you have women out here that want to communicate ignorance, quite unintelligent, want to just spout whatever it is that they want to spout, and it just has to be factual because that woman is saying it. And this is what you get. You have this woman up there who is old enough, from what I was able to assess from the comment section. You have women saying that she is 34. Now I want people to understand, she is old enough to have heard the story, to maybe have seen the documentary, something. You mean to tell me that a woman, and again, I'm just going off of what people stated because I can't go specifically to her page, because her page, she decided to make that private because she got all of this backlash. And this is why you just so happen to see her making the very stupid apology, which is not, I just want people to understand and know that she does not mean this apology at all. If all people were doing was congratulating her and telling her that, oh, you did the right thing, you're standing up for yourself, and yeah, who really cares? If that's all she was getting, she would have never made that page private. She would have never made that page private. But because of the amount of stupidity, the amount of ignorance, how it is that she said, and I want people to understand this 30-something-year-old woman said this with her chest. She said it 10 toes down, as if this is just the utmost factual thing with a lot of women out here. And I guess she's speaking for the ignorant women, because that's what she is, 1000%. And I can promise you that more than likely she had some young dumb ones in the comment section that were amping her up. Yeah, who really cares about history and Emmett Till? That was in the past, and why am I going to care about that? I'm pretty sure you had those types directly in there. Again, I can't go to the comment section to really give you guys any examples, but going off of the fact of the internet, going off of the fact of a pigeon type of mentality, going off of the fact of how chickens want to run out here and just run their mouth in whatever ignorant totality that they have, this is what you get. And this also further proves that Zeus Network is nothing positive. Zeus Network is nothing positive, where you literally have somebody, and I want you to understand, she literally said with her whole chest, oh yeah, Emmett Till is a girl. Emmett Till is 14. Emmett Till is this type of victim. You were wrong on every single account. Every single account, you were wrong. It doesn't take, like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, the amount of ignorance. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to open up Google. If you're able to have the IQ to work a TikTok app, you should have the IQ to literally use Google and find out specifically who Emmett Till is and the history behind that. But she opted not to do any of that. She opted to be as ignorant as all get out. She opted to just speak. She opted to just talk, putting trash directly out in the airwaves to the other impressionable, ignorant so-and-sos directly out there. That's diabolical. That's crazy to me. And you mean to tell me that out of everything, you wanted to then get off of standing 10 toes down, get off of that high horse, and you wanted to give some type of BS apology to make it really seem as though that you're genuine, to make it seem as though you really understand, to make it seem as though that you really care, when realistically you don't. You gave everybody who it is that you are. And going back to the very first statement that the woman said, like, yeah, a lot of y'all don't need to be having kids, especially the ones that don't even know nothing about Emmett Till. Like, what you having kids for? Like, that's stupid. So you're just going to sit up and recklessly have kids. You're going to end up having a son, and then what? And then when something happens to your son, now what? What, you're going to go directly to the news and do this and do that after we've already warned you and told you, and historically we can give you the facts and the history of how a lot of things have happened to a lot of black men and a lot of young black boys out here. Oh no, you want to forego that. You just want to do whatever it is that you want to do because you would just want to be ignorant in that totality. You want to be able to do whatever it is that you want to sit up there and do. And this is what I happen to tell a lot of women out here, where you got a lot of the blind leading the blind. You see this ignorance right here? How this woman wanted to sit up there and speak 10 toes down and is ignorant with her chest completely inflated and out, like she just knew that it was 6 o'clock in the morning. I gotta wake up everybody. Let me cock-a-doodle. And that's exactly what she did. That's crazy. Like I said, there is nothing beneficial, nurturing, great. There are no type of vitamins when it deals with Zeus Network. These are the types of people who watch Zeus Network. These are the type of IQs that pay attention and praise Zeus Network. And y'all wonder why ignorance is so prevalent within the black community. It's because you have people that prescribe and you got people that subscribe to this ignorance all day, every day, and defend it tooth and nail. That's diabolical. So as I stated before, as a black man that points out the ignorance, that points out the problem, and how it is that things like Zeus Network and many other things should not exist in its totality, nor should black people in a community decide to support those things, there's nothing I can do. And again, this is something I was trying to convey directly in the live stream that I did previously, that you'll have a lot of people out here that will say that, oh, black men, you guys need to be leaders, you should be leaders, you should do this, you should do that. And what good is a leader if nobody wants to follow? Then it's not a leader, right? Again, people will dictate who they want to be a leader and who it is that they don't want to be a leader. And from what I can assess by way of looking at the real world, social media, the black community, just everything, is that black people like to complain. Black people like to point the finger. But more specifically in this instance here, you have a lot of people that don't want to take true responsibility and acceptance and acknowledgement of how wrong they are and how ignorant they are, and actually just sit within that type of truth and actually grow as a real individual, as a real person. Again, the apology that that woman even gave or even tried to make, it was false. She doesn't actually care. She just did it because she didn't think she was going to receive all that types of backlash. But again, I thought that all publicity was good publicity. So I thought this would actually be beneficial for her social media, for her platform, so that she can get big. Because if you're on TikTok, that's pretty much what you want to be. You want to be seen. You want to be able to make money directly from home. You want to be a face directly out there that people are going to pay attention and listen to, right? But obviously, I guess she wasn't ready for that type of attention. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.